The Atlantic Ocean beginning to really heat up as we say goodbye to now the remnants of Kyle and the remnants of Josephine, both of which were tropical storms. We say hello to two more invests, 40% chance of cyclone formation. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday, August 16th, 2025, 23 p.m. And that's right, we are looking at the remnants now of Tropical Storm Josephine. We are now at 35 mile per hour sustained winds, 1,010 millibars in pressure as this storm is expected to kind of just stay where it is and kind of disintegrate right in its tracks. We got a little bit of a curl coming into the Atlantic Ocean. Basically no threat to the U.S. still, which is a good thing. And we have the remnants of Kyle, which is at 35 knots, 1,003 millibars, also expected to just fizzle out and continue its path to the west across the Atlantic Ocean. And just as quickly as they leave, we have two more possible invests we are tracking right now. As you can see right here, disturbance number 1, 40% chance of cyclone formation over the next 5 days. And disturbance number 2, same exact thing. Both of these switched around the 5 o'clock update. Both of these storms are still far enough away to where we can't really make any solid predictions. The most important bit of information right here is the fact that they are both at 40% chance of cyclone formation in 5 days, jumping up from 20%. Now, I want you to take a look at the path of both of these disturbances. They both go straight through the Leeward Islands and underneath Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and then Cuba, and up through that gap that enters the Gulf. If these stay on the same path, this is what we have to look forward to. If we go to the Tropical Intensity Index, we can see these highly favorable areas in the red here. That is following the exact track that these storms are projected to follow. Again, this is just a projection. There's no guessing going on here. We're not going to play that game. But the ocean is very highly favorable for cyclone formation at this time. So these storms are tracking right along this red area. Once we get closer to the Gulf, if we even make it to this area, as I said, these are just guesses at this point, then we have something to worry about. As we enter peak hurricane season, let's not forget that. Jumping over to tropical tidbits really quick, we have the GFS model set up. We are at August 16th, which is current time. This would be the remnants of Kyle out here. Then we have Josephine right about here, another low pressure system coming off the U.S., not projected to really form into anything. But then we have these two invests out here, which you will see in the next frame. Here's one popping up right here, and this low pressure here. So we'll take a look at where these are expected to go, kind of coming in and out on the chart. One right here at this point and one here. And as we continue to follow these, you start seeing that front end low pressure system starting to pop up in and out as it reaches underneath Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, as we explained with the intensity chart being basically the trail it's taking. And we move this forward and we can kind of see it popping up and disappearing, but it's still there. So like I said, we have about 4 days before we can expect to see this in this area, and we'll have a much better idea of what to expect with this invest. But you can see the track of it wants to keep it in the Gulf area. We're going to keep a very close eye on that and make sure it doesn't want to hook up north a little sooner and kind of follow the path of Josephine. And now we can take a look at that second invest as well, which also might follow the path of Josephine, but we just don't know yet. We are looking a bit into the future here, but the invests are on the chart, so they are worth talking about. We get back to around the 16th here. So again, Josephine would be in this area. That first invest, second invest, both of which want to follow that low path into the Gulf. So we can see here, first invest, second invest. First one makes its way into the Gulf, or the Caribbean for that matter. And then we move forward a little bit and we see that second low pressure system basically following the same path. So again, both of these storms want to go into the Gulf according to the GFS. Now we're going to take a look at the European model, which is a little bit different. So we'll get ourselves set up to the 16th, which is current time, right about here. So again, Josephine, and then you will see the other two invests pop up in this area here. And we'll move forward. A little bit less data for this chart because it's fairly new. First invest, second invest, making its way towards the Leeward Islands. Again, these are 40% chance of cyclone formation right now. And as we move forward, you can see that second one wants to take a bit of a northern trip over the Lesser Antilles and then over Puerto Rico. And on top of that, if we want to take an even deeper look, we can see, according to the ECMWF, this is the European chart, we also have multiple low pressure systems coming off the west coast of Africa, even after these two invests. So when I say the ocean's heating up, the Atlantic Ocean, I really mean it. We are entering the peak hurricane season. Our high pressure bubble is pulled far to the west of the United States, which is going to allow these storms to possibly hook hook up north a little sooner. Could be putting the northeast at danger in the near future, but we need to watch out for the Gulf right now as the intensity chart shows the water and the path these storms want to take, bringing them right into the Gulf. We have that signature right here, 1,007 millibars, 1,008, 1,009. Again, we are looking into the 26th about 10 days ahead of time. No need to predict anything, just a simple warning to get out to everybody. So that will be our 5 o'clock update here on the channel. So once again, we do have the remnants of Kyle out there kind of floating away. Josephine expected to make that western hook back into the ocean. Still not quite finished with this storm yet, but right on its heels, we have Disturbance 1 and Disturbance 2 we need to look at because we are now well above 20%, both in the 40% chance of cyclone formation. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I appreciate you all waiting for me. Sorry about no video yesterday. I had some stuff going on, but I will be back with more updates either later on tonight or tomorrow. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Shout out to Canada.